Hello, my cuties. Welcome back. I'm so excited. I know I am tremendously late and you have been bombarding me very consistently with this one. And I know you've waited. I'm here though, and I'm very excited for this video. I knew it's gonna be a longer one, and my couple last weeks have been absolutely crazy. I am barely breathing. So we finally got Stray Kids on the first take. I almost cannot believe that. It has been such a long time. I've been waiting for that for a while now. It's something that was just missing in the collection, if you know what I mean. Also, please make sure to check my Patreon. I have uploaded their live performance on the first take. Hollow. Love that song tremendously, and it has been really cool to see them back on the first take. So make sure to check that down in the description. Also, there should be more good reactions and analysis on my Patreon that you would definitely love. So check it out. And now, without any further ado, Stray Kids on the Dingo. Let's go. Okay, I'm also getting completely blind, so I have no idea which songs are gonna be included. I see some timestamps, but I'm trying to get completely like surprised. So let's go. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's gonna be like, ooh, starting strong. I discovered them around this time. And hands up how many people thought that they're saying shit show. I was like, I love this song, but are they saying what I think they're saying? And no, they're not saying what you think you're saying. But love this song so much. This was actually, I think, my first era with Stray Kids, which for a lot of you, you've been longer here. You've much longer here than me. But this was amazing era. They just got like really, like I think like more people discovered them. You know, it's funny because when you have finally groups, or when your group finally matures to the point that they do have a history, and you can go and look at them, I don't know, 5 years ago, and you can see their growth and you can see the changes. Like, I don't think Han would write this rap the same today, because if you listen to him, it sounds very similar to Hyunjin rap, how Hyunjin's rap sounds right now. It's a little bit more straightforward and monotone. While if you heard Han couple of last comebacks, so animated, so much movement, so much like embellishments just crammed in it. He's doing this little hiccups up and down. He does a lot of cries. So like it's so much more movement than what he used to do in this era. It's interesting to see. Because we're one of a kind. 누구도 따라할 수 없는 양. 시작부터 다 우리 거. 순간 돌아간다 해도 결국 다시 찾게 돼. 들키가 쉽지 않네. 지금부터 이 뺏을 다 데려박아. Actually, I have to say, outside of Hyunjin looking fine, notice how Seungmin's part is so much beltier. He got that weight in his voice. It's just like growing up into such a volume. But Hyunjin's gonna have a really cool texture there. He started clean, and then as he descends into that that phrase, he gets like a really nice growly texture there. On the trying to get that. Someone told me in my Patreon, because again, I did a really great reaction to Hollow in my Patreon, and I was praising Lino. Just overall, I could see a change in his technique, a progress in his technique. I was talking about Lino, and someone mentioned before that Lino originally had a different vocal coach from Seungmin, and that now he actually goes to the same vocal coach. And someone said non-confirmed, but I have a lot of great people giving me great information, that Hyunjin expressed that he would like to work more on his singing recently, and that he started to go to the same vocal coach. If that's true, I am so goddamn excited because he did so much amazing work with Seungmin. And there's a good reason why Lino, in his progress, probably chose him as well. So I'm so excited to see what they're going to do with Hyunjin, because Hyunjin does have so much potential. What's your favorite era? Mine forever gonna be probably Maniac. Like, I am so upset that I didn't get to see them on a Maniac tour because they were not in my area. Not even in the vicinity of my area. I would be willing to travel. But no, I went for this one. I traveled for this one as well. I saw them. It was amazing. But losing the chance to see Maniac with everything around the vibe, it's one of my biggest regrets. I'm so upset about it.
Let's go!
That was a cute little fry there from Chan. He fried on that pear so nicely. Ooh, cute reconnection. Look at that. You lean into that pair to stabilize that jump. And he focused on it so much. Oh my god, he's so cute. Helping himself a little bit with a hand. Oh my god, hands help so much. Guys, if you sing, use your hands. I know that some people are less kind of like communicative with their hands and just maybe less expressive, but at least for yourself, maybe not for public, you know, when you are singing for someone, but when you're training, when you're exercising, just use them hands. Use them hands. It does help. One of the good ways of recognizing that rappers actually write their raps is the way they really fit to them for the pronunciation. It's, if you look at Changbin and Han, they always have very strong consonants. Similarly, I talked about Jenny when she had this recent comeback, that a good rapper is going to choose strong consonants because that's where you can spit out that word. That's where you can create that push and that projection. You lean into the consonants. They're strong, and they don't have to be only like a booming consonants like B, P. It can be sh, but you need to be able to push this consonant forward so it really translates very strong as a word.
Maniac,
oh my god, he's recently going even lower. Specifically, he's putting so much more texture on his lower placements. Was it Changbin's that list? Who did that ad-lib? I think it was Seungmin, but I'm not 100% sure. Who did that ad-lib? Who's better than me at recognizing it? Tell me down in the comments. I cannot tell. Come on, focus. It doesn't sound entirely like Seungmin. I cannot tell. If I wouldn't, I would be fine with Changbin actually being that, but I'm not sure. It's not Han. It's not Chan. It's not Ian. It can only be either Seungmin. But if you look at Changbin, I think he's just Changbin. Yeah, it's either Seungmin or we had very unfortunate look at Hyunjin. I think it's Seungmin. Could have been Hyunjin too. I think it's Seungmin. Yeah, it's yeah. It was no Lino either. Lino has a completely different tone quality. I'm sorry I got stuck on that for so long. It just blew my mind. I got so upset about it.
무슨 사건이죠? 이게 말이야. 사건 발생 잊지 못할 사건. 치명적인 매력에 홀랐단 봤죠. 자꾸 나를 자극하는 넌.
This was the era where Han started to do so much more animated stuff. And he started to use a little bit of a conversational style. He started to be cheeky. Love that for him. Boyfriend.
Never feel alright. So many 감정이 충돌해 waiting. Rolling in the deep inside my head. You got me bad. 문장이제 신속하게 내게로 moving on my way. Why do I keep getting?
I love that Fry always said, ow, with a little bit of a, ow. I'm doing it too clean. They have such a good texture there.
Deep inside my head, you got me bad. 문장이제 신속하게 내게로 moving on my way. Why do I keep getting attracted? 죄송한지 끌려가. I cannot explain this reaction. 이거밖에 1, 4, 3. Why do I keep getting attracted? 네 모습만 떠올라. I cannot explain this emotion. 1, 4, 3. I love you.
Baby Lino is smiling. I am so happy for him having such a strong confidence on his singing. He's so invested. Oh, every time I work with people, they're like, everyone wants to sing that I work with, of course, predominantly. But then there are people who are so invested, just so excited, so invested, so focused. Just they pour their entire being into that, and I would give them my heart. Literally, I would give them my skill if I could, because I'm like, oh my god, you're working so hard for this. You want it so bad that like at this point you deserve it automatically in my book. Oh my god.
내 삶은 밑바닥 낭떠러지 어두운 터널 속을 걷고 있어 내게 잔인하고 두려운 하루를 홀로 버티고 있어 아무것도 없어 날 위한 속이는 걱정 하나 없이 차가운 말들 뿐 어린 꿈은 좀 접어 포기란 말들이 내 길을 들어가면 절망감은 퍼져가 희망이란 하늘을 주면 사람의 손으로 가린다.
See, Elevator was before me, and I didn't even know that we got actually this wild combination. When I stand next to each other, I was like, I would expect Han to be next to Changbin because they have a lot of exchanges in the songs, you know, like they do have a lot. But now I'm realizing that this combo is not that as uncommon as I thought, actually. He's flipping a little bit. There is a tiny little flip there if you listen to that. This is one of the best raps I've heard from Hyunjin. I love it, actually. It's so clean. Ooh, I wish we got more of him like this. That was so precise and well timed. And also, again, the consonants were very clean. His pronunciation was just punchy. It was hitting. It was captivating.
내게 참이라고 두려운 나를 홀로 버티고 있어 손을 내밀어
It was very light from both of them. My boy Sangman was having a moment there. Look at him. The emotions. He was like, you want to just snuggle you, love. I know that. I am Sangman's biggest stan under the sun, so you cannot take me serious. All right, that's like I love that man. I feel him. I just know he wants to go and just put it an octave higher and belt it too. I know that. I love how Lino is so often positioned into that switch. So you have the chest, you have the head voice, and I remember quite a long time ago, we've got quite of a stark difference there. It was always like so very underdeveloped head voice there, and quite dominant chest, and the change was very stark, right? And now if you notice, he's putting a lot of effort of actually like smoothing the line between those two registers and making it much more kind of fluent, much more interconnected. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to stop before the drop, okay? I just need to talk about Han for a second. Also, that switch in the head. Also, that little switch into that head voice. But reconnected on that higher mix. You can see the exposure of the front teeth there. Little cry into that. I'm on an elevator. It's more of a growl almost than a fry. I'm on an elevator. My elevator. Ooh, nice opener, baby. My elevator. You need to go for that open vowel there. My elevator. But you can notice that they're going to because you need that opener. If you would say my elevator, it's the worst that you can do. So at least what they're trying to do is they're going from so trying to open that which is pretty not very comfortable vowel, into that dropping that jaw and projecting that sound forward. You can slide there, because once you get into that mix, my elevator, you just pick up a little bit, a little bit through the closure, basically,
여러분 이 곡은 찌찌뽕이 아니고 칙칙뽕입니다.
Just play the first song again and then listen to this man. It is recent comebacks. He sounds like a different person. One thing that I really love about Han, and Hyunjin started to do it as well, he takes on a whole persona for every comeback. But not just visually, because most of the artists do it through visuals kind of only, if you think about it, right? The singing and everything is kind of the same, but the visuals change, the theme kind of changes. Not for Han. Han takes on like a literally different, lightly different rap persona. Like here he has the ta-na-na-na-na-na, a little bit of that air, a little bit of that restriction to create a little bit of that sleazy again, kind of like he creates a different type of color of the person for every comeback, and he matches all those embellishments. If he does like very cheeky stuff like that, if he does little hiccups there, or if he goes into a little restriction, right there, right? It depends. You never know what you're going to get from him. But the one thing is for sure, you're going to get a different person every single time. This was one of my favorite things what Changbin did there. When I first heard it in the song, I was like, oh my God, I love it. So he usually kind of scoops from down for the girl, right? Here, he went actually from up down. He puts a little bit of the restriction on it, so it sounds a little it sounds a little cheeky. It sounds very light, but it's, oh my God, I cannot even. You know, I shouldn't do this as such a big fan of them, because I just love them, and I have very particular things that I love. And this is like outside of Changbin singing, because I love when Changbin sings. Not a lot of people actually know that, and I talked about it a lot on my Patreon when I did Hollow. Love him singing. He's so underestimated for that. He is realistically an all-rounder when you think about it as well. He's just so dominant in his rap that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Changbin, very good rap. But realistically, he's a very good singer as well. So that's my second most favorite moment from Changbin, when he sings. For example, in Hollow. Beautiful. And then this one, it's just the way he stylized it is just hitting the right place.
Feeling on my truck, yeah, you want that ride? Boom. Hit you like a truck, I'ma make you fly.
Oh, Chan is having fun recently, and I'm happy for him. Like, his parts are very centerpiece, which he doesn't still do like the biggest chunks of the songs. No, but if you remember me 2 years ago, always asking, give Chan more parts because I love him singing, and he was sneaky about it. He doesn't take more, but the parts that he does are very, very like memorable, which I really, really like about that. Because like, okay, deal. I can take that. We can have a deal like that. I like that. Beautiful, big girl there.
Vamos, I know that you want it, boom. Chaos is so catastrophic, boom. Ra-ta-ta-ta, I'ma make it, boom, boom. Chick, let's go.
My big thing is that whoever does their like vocal coaching and like overall like coaching for the whole group, because I know that some people take like actually serious vocal coaching lessons, whatever. Who the hell like taught all of them to roll that R? Kudos, because I actually had a lot of people coming to me wanting to like learn how to roll R's, and it can be pretty difficult to learn. Some people learn easier to roll R, some people have more issues, but like to have a full group and you teach them all how to roll R's, whoever did that, great job, proud of you.
I go draw my world, it goes tang, tang, tang. Egon, la vida loca, Egon. Shot, shot, shot. Give me the pago, draw my bullet. Goes tang, tang, tang. Egon, la vida loca. Boom, boom, chick, chick, boom, boom. 오창빈이다. 오창빈 아니라니까요. 어? 이 노래를 듣고 제 이름은 오해하지 마시기 바랍니다. What's your name? 소리를 지르는 내가 창빈이 난다. 내 자리는 내가 취한다. 태도는 터프하게 트랙을 폭주하는 기관차. Hey. 마진 허리케인이 뒤집어진 우산. 에이 잔소리꾼이 취업해 우리 욕구나. 나무꾼은 어서 돌아가시오. 여긴 나무랄 데가 없네. 납작해질 리 없는 콧대고 핏대와 함께 세운 주택. 훨씬 더 웅장하게 되는 경적 소리.
Ooh, there was a little hug. He did a little flip in the head, was just very quickly. It's almost like a little hiccup. I don't see Lino doing too like overtly amount of embellishments. Usually, you know, he focuses on stabilizing his voice and having really nice, open, stable tones. But Seungmin does some embellishments, but that's kind of like more something that goes to rappers in the Stray Kids, mostly in K-pop as well. But this was really good there. It was a little yodely. It was really cool that he can flip so far. Do you remember when we first got that phrase and everybody's jaw just dropped? Man, I'm not sorry, I'm dirty. Oh my god. Do you remember when I had that viral reaction to Felix for the very first time and I had no idea it actually went viral? I didn't know because it did not go viral on YouTube. It went viral on TikTok. And I didn't have TikTok back then. And I just retrospectively find out that like a lot of millions of people, of you cuties, saw me being completely flabbergasted from Felix. Seungmin is like in a club, like with his little, ooh yeah, like that man. He like look how kind of like how bored he is in the older songs because like I know that he stepped in with more newer songs and he was like, give me more difficult parts. Like I don't care if I sing more. I just want them to be more difficult. Like challenge me, give them to me. And the older songs is just like, I'm gonna belt this little part. The rest of it, I'm gonna vibe with my little bottle, you know?
Bang, 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 boom. Man, I'm not sorry, I'm dirty. Keep on talking, we don't bang by the rules.
Oh, you can tell that this was like favorite Felix era. He has a white stance. Nobody's gonna tip him. He has his white stance. And he's feeling it heavily. Also with that heavy, insane growls that he can do.
Let's go, Felix. 다들 조용. Welcome to Killing Voice ASMR. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
This song should not exist. It should be illegal.
Yeah, let's go.
Those lyrics, listen, get out of here. We cannot.
Make it mine, all that touch. Counting stars.
Okay, Seungmin, just cutting through. Counting stars. Like, let me just. Yet everyone's just whispering like atrocities. All those sweet atrocities. into our ears and sang was just like, yeah. Let me build, let me sing.
Counting stars, feel the light. Open my eyes in the darkest night.
This is a great range for him. A lot of the older songs are a tad lower, which I think that was just the comfort zone for him back then. But notice how this is a tad higher. And this is like his voice is shining there. Like he doesn't have to mix yet. He doesn't have to thin his voice out at all. But he can like really open the whole resonance and show us the full color.
Feel the light. Open my eyes in the darkest night. Yeah, you know that it's true. Yeah, you know it's all for you. Yeah. So it okay, just
It was a beautiful combo because Ian has that very signature, slightly nasal tonal quality that I personally really enjoy. I always did. I always said that Stray Kids wouldn't be Stray Kids without Ian, but not only with the character and him being Maknae, but for the final sound, because you can always recognize Ian. Like it's just, you can spot him right away. The tonal quality is slightly atypical. It has, because well, some people will call it noise music, right? Because there's a lot of noise in an instrumental, and their instrumentals are very, you need voices that can handle that. You need voices that can cut through and stand out. So warmer or like more neutral voices, they need a support in a group like this. And Ian is definitely so vital for that.
way you want it. I do it again for the days to come.
It was really nicely belty. I remember when Han was so recklessly belting, sometimes straining quite a lot. And it's so much better right now. Like it is, you can, if you listen to him a couple of years ago, the release in his voice, there's so much relaxation, and you can feel that the sound is actually being projected instead of just held in. This is a lot of time what we were getting from him, and now it's just so much out. Like it's hitting. You can feel that the sound actually travels. You could hear it on things to come. Things, because that was the head voice. Things to come.
Never doubt, cause the clouds are like crowds behind us. Yeah, we bring the rain. Go. Finger licking, carry cooking with a superpower. In the kitchen, Michelin, irresistible. Open wide, have a wine, make it mine all the time. Finger licking, yeah.
When I think about it, Felix has like the dirtiest lyrics out of everybody. He looks very happy about it.
Now we cooking up a Super Bowl. In the kitchen, Michelin, irresistible. Feeling pride, state of mind. Finger licking, yeah, we cooking up a Super Bowl.
네, 이번에는 스트레이키즈의 쓰레기 3종 세트 노래입니다.
Oh, cutie. Look, he's all grown up. I always call him a baby. He's like 25, 23. How old is Ian? He's like all grown up. He's not 25. Chan is like 26, right? Well, how old is Ian? I need to know. Because he used to be such a baby. And I always call him baby bread, like we all did. But I think he's not that super tiny little boy anymore. He's 24. See? I thought 25, 23. He's 24. Big boy.
바람핀으로 미친놈이네?
알마다 털어놓은 상태 서로 안 맞았던 걸로 포장해 사실 너를 만나는 중에 딴 사람도 너네 두려웠던 게 나의 죄 무슨 일이냐고 물어보는 너의 목소리를 들었을 때 절레 신경 쓰지 말라고
I love that undertone with the Felix's voice with the Chan. Are you kidding me? That sounds so good.
딴 사람도 너네 두려웠던 게 나의 죄 무슨 일이냐고 물어보는 너의 목소리를 들었을 때 절레
Oh, it sounds so good. Everybody just mixed so much air here to make it so soft. Not this one. Not this one. Everyone's like "Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da," mixing that little air to make it softer and fuzzy and warm, and then Seungmin comes in. Ta-da! All right. His support got so good that he just slaps you with that sound. There was a nice little false at the he didn't go in the head voice, but you can hear that it's so much more chunkier. I love INN ballad. It was so beautifully supported because he was kind of jumping off of the lower tone through H. So so the helped him to do the closure on the vocal cords. Ooh. So pretty. That was good. Chan usually does avoid singing too high in his like mix or bell. He pulled the same phrase as Han there. And it's not the simplest one, yeah, because you're jumping into very yeah, which is very close. Yeah, you cannot. But you can also use it in your advantage with that yeah. You can make it a little bit forward and help you feel it in your nose. Yeah. Definitely hard to sit down type of a tone. It's pretty high. You have to mix it. The most dominant should be the frontal resonance there because it's going to help you quite a lot. Specifically this little placement in the nose. But it's a hard tone. I pulled it very nicely.
Yeah, this song is about very bad situation.
Oh my gosh.
That's very.
It's a very bad situation. Oh my gosh.
Let's go, Sumi.
That's you, thank you right now.
Yeah, we gonna break together. 서로와 같이 매일매일 불태워. 이제 모든 아낌없이 벌어도 우리는 왜 없어? 그저 속타는 마음을 지켜. 이제 내게 신경 꺼. 추억 속 여기서 그만 밖으로 나가줘. 그래 너도.
I'm just realizing when I have this in perspective, Lino always got such a difficult like twists. Literally. So he repeats the kind of like the little theme, the melodic theme that Han had, which is already quite difficult because you're tapping on that tone. You're not holding it. Because that's where you anchor the tone. No, you have to kind of disconnect. So you 3 times you have to have a perfect pitch hitting that tone. But then he got yet again this massive twist with switching into that head voice, which, oh. No wonder he got so good at it. Because he was like, hey, I know what I'm getting next comeback. Again, I'm gonna be jumping into the head voice, like in a random ass place in the song. That's a motive for him. Good job. I wonder if he asks for it or he just gets it, because like it's a motive that is so repeated with Lino specifically. Maybe he was like, you know what, guys, at this point, just pack me everything you've got, because now you've made me out of steel. Now I can handle anything. I'm so happy for this one. Because previously we would be very much trying to strain into da da na 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 na. We're not doing that anymore. Da, 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 ba. For me, it's a little lower. Let's go higher so you understand it. What I'm trying to show in my voice. Da, 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 ba, ba. He's here. It's in the frontal resonance. Ba, ba, da. And Lino had quite of an issue with that before. He had basically chest, and then he had a head voice, and everything in the middle he really had to work very hard for, which I have, for example, understand very, very much. I struggled with mixed voice for a big chunk of my singing journey. I really had like a mental massive block from just getting into my mix and understanding how to shut up phone. Are you fucking kidding me? I could literally never figure out how to get into my mix. It was something that was just spellbound for me. So when I first heard him getting more and more comfortable there and pulling passages like this, because again, he's here. It's a little bit of that head mix first. That's in a head voice. But predominantly in this passage is like I'm just happy.
I like it like it. I like it. I like it like it. I like it. I like it like it.
Chan did it in a head voice.
이제 들어와.
이 구역은 관계자의 출입 금지입니다. 출입하고 싶다면 스테이가 되세요.
You wanna come in?
야, 지워 이제 들어가. 저번 거니까 심. 이제 몸 편으로 party. 감당 데 빠지지. 맞아. 해고하기 여차 참 뻐근한 거. 자 풀고 마음대로 제가 누구라도 허리 펴고 눈 밝혀라 bounce. 허늘었던 행을 끌어모아 bounce.
I can never get over how Hyunjin's voice is just like, it has this very bratty attitude, just like he has. I love it about him, by the way, bratty in the best sense possible, okay? So it has this like nonchalant, lightly bratty attitude. I have rarely seen people whose voices and like the attitude in singing and in rap just match with them so well as Hyunjin has.
모든 게 완벽해지는 이 순간 두 눈앞에서 펼쳐지는 판타지 목소리가 터지도록 외쳐 넘치 한 시간도 일 없어
목소리가. It is such a difficult phrase to pull.
펼쳐지는 판타지 목소리가.
So you need to lean into the ga. 목소리가 ga, and really trust that opener. Drop the jaw. 목소리가.
터지도록 외쳐 넘지
He's so happy he has it over.
Hey!
Come inside now.
Come inside now.
거기서의 소리 금지 여기 backdoor 거기서의 소리 금지는 backdoor 해유의 소리 금지 여기 backdoor 쉽다면 Yeah 힘들지 않아 여러분들 거친 창문 속에 뛰어든 여러분들은 이 노래를 듣고
산을 넘어 산 넘어 강을 넘어 강 넘어 산을 넘어 섬의 강을 넘어 바다 넘어기 도담. Let's go.
No, please don't do that to me. All right, I will need you to be very careful of your voice, please, and thank you. Let me just... More lights. There you go.
넘어기 도담.
I just wanted to say that I'm happy his texture is pretty safe, and then he goes and do this.
Let's go.
And piss me off.
Let's go Let's go 힘들지 않은 거친 정글 속에 뛰어든 거냐니까 Okay 여행하여 다음 도시 속에 빌딩들 내려보며 fly all day Let's go 하여 저 위로 갈래 하여 더 높이 날래 하여 저 위로 갈래 하여 더 높이 날래 처음이라서 방법이 없어 처음이라서 당근해봤어 처음이란 게 무기가 됐어 처음이라서 다
Again, I completely underestimated how many interactions these two have. Every time, maybe because it's just like, because of Triracha, and my brain is just like very Han and Changbin, but these two are amazing together. Like, I don't know. I've been a fan for quite a long time of Stray Kids, but it's weird because when I knew that like watching Dingo is gonna be different because it's just gonna be such a different perspective, and it's gonna be in you know, chronologically, like you will be able to see so many changes, but sometimes you spot stuff so randomly. Let's go. Lino is just like, please, just can you jump, please, for a second?
Everybody Stray Kids. Woo.
힘들지 않아 거친 정글 속에 뛰어든 건 나니까 I'm okay
That listen to that it has no introduction. I'm okay. It goes directly. It's an attack on a tone. I'm okay. I can be so hard. I'm okay. Especially with a lot of movement, you need to be really confident in that tone to like really have an attack on it, because you cannot adjust the pitch. You're jumping right into it. He has such a nice natural openers. I remember when Ian used to be a little bit more stressed from singing, and you could see that he was trying to really relax his jaw, have a nice open, like he was trying to be like book correct. And it was creating him so much stress in jaw because he was just like kind of forcing it. And now I see much more and more relaxation in his face.
제 물 좀 마실까요? yeah. Very water. 재밌네. 엑스야 살살 가자. Yo, Felix. You ready?
I love that song. I don't know what it is about collabs with Lisa, but both of them I am such a massive fan of. Like, I absolutely loved Social Path, but her collab with Felix, oh my god, might have been like one of my most favorite songs of the last year. I'm not even kidding. The song went like platinum in my workouts, in my driving of my car. It was like, I loved it. I had it everywhere. Oh my God. Both of the collabs, you have to admit, we need third, fourth, maybe. Lisa is like their lucky charm. They do so well with her. Oh. Look at him being so hyped, like this is my girl. This is a song with my girl. I don't know what they're feeding Felix, but good for him.
I just want to rise up stronger. Right now. Tell me the countdown. Our mission.
One thing I would just want to say very quickly, I don't want to stop too much because I know we're already at like an hour mark, so I apologize. But this part where Felix is singing,
Rise up stronger.
you can see that he's putting quite a lot of texture on because like that's what he wants to do with every time he is in a deeper voice. He just puts quite a lot of texture, growls, fries, and so on. But if you want to put a lot of texture on the voice, you need to be putting it on a good solid bass. Changbin for me is one of the really best examples for that because I know about quite a lot of rappers in K-pop where the texture that they put on is not healthy. The bass is not substantial enough, and then the texture can possibly be hurting them in the long run, and they can have massive vocal issues. And that's why when I always like put Changbin as a poster child, because listen to him sing. He has crystal clear voice with just such a clarity, and he does have a technique behind it. He does have a control of his voice, and here you can see that the more Felix is getting hyped and getting higher, he is still in control of his voice. And as he goes higher and higher, he is elevating that texture because that is more connected with his lower voice. That's just more comfortable to do the growls there. And as he goes higher, the texture is still here, but he's elevating it so he does not put too much strain and too much stress on his voice.
I just want to rise up stronger. Right now. Tell me the countdown. Our mission. 많은 걸 보겠지. 다들 말하는 정신이라면 수많은 겨울은 차라리 지난 만만하게 봤다면 결국 영광의 광석 더 단단해지는 금속.
I love this song.
굳건하게 다시 넣을 순간의 끝을 향해.
I know it's gonna be lonely, cause everyone keeps turning me down. Countless new surroundings, cold eyes keep looking me down.
I cannot wait for him to do more singing. Because one thing that I love about Hyunjin and why I think he's gonna do very well with more singing is that he's very open-minded. The biggest issue when people want to learn to sing or like work on their singing is their own mental blocks at the end of the day. Yeah, like, you know, like they're scared to try things. They're scared how they're gonna sound. Like they're very stressed and they're putting themselves into this stressed tiny little box, you know? And it's really hard to break through out of that. It's really hard to then get them to the mindset of like, let's try. Don't worry how it's gonna sound. Don't care how it's gonna sound. Like, don't go for aesthetics of the sound when you're just training, when you're just experiencing and practicing, you know? So I think with his, like, he has such an open mind to try a variety of things. And he already has done quite a lot with his voice through their discography that it's going to be easier to get the vocal coach to really have him apply certain stuff because he will just have less of a block to try stuff out and experiment with his voice. So I'm just excited about the results that they're going to be because I think they're going to be great and pretty fast.
Alien of the town and they want me to give up right now. Making me happy so loud. So you demon, they're hiding it down.
1, 2, 3,
Let me get to live a life I know. I'm ready to take that chance. No matter what they tell me, I cannot explain this feeling. Yeah, this path was meant to be my dream. The fact that I just prove my best and always pursue tunneling.
He Han has always been such a shocking person. Do you remember when I first heard him? It was almost as of a big of a shock as Felix, because he is just so insanely proficient in his mix as well. A lot of people are stuck in their belt or their chesty place. They don't have this natural intuitiveness around their specifically that passing register, so the mix. And he has so beautifully support and just developed that mix. And his voice sounds so good. He's built for rock. I always stood behind it. I am always hoping for some like badass rock solo for Han. I need that because he can do rock falsetto, which is just one of the things in singing that I love just tremendously. I think it's so cool if you can do that. You can hear it's the whole passage is in his mix, but most people would be here. So more in a head voice, and it would be very airy. He knows how to get the value and mix it so nicely. I even mixed it way too light. He has a little bit more, like a tad more chest there than I did here. Sounds so good. Just holding their hands like... I love that song.
형님, 여기가 어딥니까? 이거 아직도 모르면 어떡하나? 여기가 어딘데요?
마마마 여기가 바로 여기서 특별시 수많은 기적거리 느꼈지 가껴진 별들 사이도 오늘은 특별 별난 같은 우상이 변함없지.
Freaking love this song. This was such a dominant part for me, for Hyunjin. He probably stood up with this one, and then in Maniac era he had what it was, Freeze. He was so cool there. Shan started to growl more. And he has a lot of wolf teams. Someone needs to get that man to calm down. Maybe not. Maybe we don't. Maybe it's just a full moon. Maybe it's just a full moon. And the chains. And the chains. And the crop tops. And the crop tops. We...
Luxurious like common as class. Best of the best on first class. I'm up above the world so high, I'll be the shining day. And I think wonder how much power is so bright.
So this is really nicely interconnected. So you can have that little slide. And it's predominantly vowels there, so it's really practical. I'm so happy that it's connected.
Alright, what's next?
신곡.
Oh my gosh.
야, 신곡이다.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
노래 좋다 이거.
Hey!
Hip hip,
Hey!
Hip hip.
Hey!
hip hip, hip hip.
We are moving forward with maximum power and we're gonna dominate popping. 장식까지 being the stopping. 넘치는 수많은 트로피. Nobody can stop me. 수많은 너가는 돈다시.
Jump up!
Was it Felix? Was it Felix there?
Nobody can stop me.
I'm not sure if I'm mad. Oh my God. No one can stop me. He really did that?
Stop it! 넘치는 수많은 trophy. No one, nobody can stop.
You know when you really love someone, but you feel like they're making fun out of you all the time? That was so funny. That was such a reference to him as well. Oh my God.
Stop it! 넘치는 수많은 trophy. No one, nobody can stop me. 수많은 너까지.
That is so funny. That is so funny. And you know what's also funny? That you can now get lessons from me, singing lessons, if you do want to. I have open spaces. The link is going to be down in the description as well. So if you do want to embark on your singing journey, I don't have a sponsor. So you know what? The hell, I'm going to sponsor myself. Let's go. I have open lessons though. I would love to see you there. Come for analysis. We're going to talk. We're going to see what we can do with your voice and what you need to work on and what can we do and where can we get you. So definitely check out my singing lessons as well. I'll be mwah.
Don't jump up like a pop-up toaster lift. Working outside.
Like a pop-up toaster lift. I never realized that's the lyrics there.
Ratio got us going worldwide. Thursday day night, they put us in a desert but we survive.
There's a little bit there.
Listen to the world cry. Come. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hip hip.
You cannot stop Hyunjin from dancing. Actually, I really missed this. I missed the chants. They used to be so strong with a chants like quite some time ago. Then they kind of went away from it a little bit, kind of like they went for more almost like a deconstructed sound. So you have them very separately. And now we're back to chants a little bit. Chants have always been super powerful with boy groups, so I'm happy to see them.
자, 여러분 오늘 딩고에서
I don't think I've heard this one.
마지막 곡입니다. In My Head라는 곡이고요. 이번 저희 발매된 카르마 앨범의 수록곡이니까 많이 들어주시고 스트레이키즈도 많이 좋아해 주세요 좀. 비우세요. Everything I done it all 사랑의 따뜻한 걸 느껴봤지. But I'm gone. Where is mama headed for? 두통이 심해 날. I'm messed up in my.
So here we do not want to go to belty, very obvious. Na, 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 na. It's more about the blending of that jump because you are going more into the little mix space. Na, da, 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 da. But it's not belty.
But I'm gone. Where is mama headed for? 두통이 심해 날. I'm messed up in my head. Yeah.
Why does it sound like a 2010 pop rock Avril Lavigne type of pop? I like it.
같은 일상에
I wish we got so much more music from this like them. From them. Like Smashing Pumpkins, who? Don't get me wrong, I love their titles, but I would die for more vocal songs like Hollow, for example, or then for like pop rock like this. I'm missing it. I want more. Please. And the chant. Everything we wanted. Let's go! The ad-libs were amazing from Sangwon. We finally were getting it. And now we oh my god, imagine a song where we would get like really belty Seungmin and Han like all together. In my head, Notice how he went a little bit further because that projection is really big there. Messed up in my head. Through the little flip. My head. Oh. That flip actually helps him to anchor the tone a little better. And that was just, oof, that was beautiful. It was just a good amount of chest there. A little bit of the mix. Of course, it was tiny little bit mix because you need to open that sound a little bit more. Such a good ad-lib. I haven't heard this one, but I freaking love this. Oof. Hooray! Took us a couple of years to get here. Pretty happy that we did. Pretty happy that I got to react to this and analyze this. Pretty much, you know, a drive down the memory lane. I hope you're gonna enjoy it with me. It's gonna be a very long video, but anyways, I had a lot of fun. I am very proud of where they are, and I'm super happy because finally got to see them not even a month ago, and it was an incredible experience. So I really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is YouTube, what YouTube recommends for you, and here are the rest of my Stray Kids videos. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.